Hey you guys, it's Sonia. You notice something different with my hair? I took the combined locks down. I uncombined my locks and we're gonna get into why. Don't mind me when I start taking bites of my smoked turkey leg that I just pulled out the oven. I pulled some meat off the bone. It is so good. So anywho, I know it's rude to talk with your mouth full. Let's get into it. So I had my locks combined. It's been almost a month. Yeah. And during that time, I was really trying to embrace the new look, embrace the fact that my hair looks shorter. I know I said I was okay with it. And actually, I kind of wasn't. I noticed that I came to realize that over time. The loss of length really did bother me because I feel like I'm going into my third year of being locked. And, that's 3 years of patience, blood, sweat, and tears, and, looking for that growth, waiting for the growth, and all that good stuff. And then I combined them and I lost that growth. And that did bother me, if we're going to be completely honest. So that was one thing. The other thing was the combined locks were heavy. I was not prepared for that. And I don't know if it's because of me having a more sensitive scalp since having locks, because there's no combing of the hair. You know what I mean? Like, there's no tension. I don't put any tension on my hair. And I'm not saying that the heaviness hurt, but I did notice that my locks felt heavier. So there was that. And I think I just had to see for myself and I had to experience for myself having these combined locks that I just thought I had to have, and then I came to realize that I missed the fullness. I missed the fullness of my locks the way they were before, and I missed my length, because to me the length is like the testament to your life journey, because it shows you how far you've come, especially when you look back in pictures before and after, how your hair looked when you first started out. And again, it's about to be 3 years, and it bothered me more than I thought it would. I tried to be okay with it, but it bothered me because, I earned this length. I waited patiently for this length. And for someone who's been locked for 3 years, it's like you want to show it. I'm proud of it. You know what I mean? I may not be as long as other people who's hit their 3-year journey. Some people's hair is already down here or whatever. And that's fine. I root for them. I'm happy for them. Our hair grows at different paces, and I'm just happy where I am now, and I want that to show. So my lesson in all of this is it's okay to change your mind. Don't be afraid to change your mind. Don't be afraid to go through the different changes in order to figure out what it is exactly that you like, what it is exactly that you need. And I think the difference for me is, had I started my locks with traditional locks, I don't think I would have gone through all of this. You know what I mean? Had I started with traditional locks, I think I would have been okay with like the heaviness, the thickness. It wouldn't have bothered me because that's how I started the journey. But, I started my journey from sister locks, and then I combined my locks, and now I have just plain old micro locks. And there's a huge difference. There was a difference to me, and it bothered me. The whole look, it changed my look. Combining my locks that second time really changed my look. And even though I still do like that size, it just wasn't working for me. Like, I missed the fullness. They were thicker, yes, but I had to see that I like having a little more hair. And I like seeing my true length. This shows me my true length. And I mentioned it a few times in my previous videos of how I lost length. And I really did. I lost that length, and it showed. So if nothing else, what I got out of combining my locks, my sister-in-law combining my locks, is I got some cute waves and curls that I'm pretty sure are going to last me for a good while. Or at least until it's time for me to wash my hair. Because I just washed my hair, was it last week? So I'm not due for a wash for a while. But I like this little curly thing I got going since undoing my locks this evening. I just undid them this evening. I just kind of made up my mind. Because I have been thinking about it, and I've been telling my family, and I've been telling my husband, and he's been side-eyeing me, and he's like, I told you to leave your hair alone to begin with. But like I told him, I said, but I needed to see. I needed to experience combining my locks again and just really living in it, living with it, to really see if I liked it. And I think I gave it a good try. Like, I rocked with those locks for almost a month. I washed them, did the whole 9, plaited them up, braided them. I did the whole 9 with them. And yeah, I miss my length. I miss the fullness. I miss having more hair. So I took them down. And I came on with my little Amazon dashiki that just arrived today. I think this thing was like $14. It's so cute. To tell you that. So that's what's been up with me. Now, the thing is, I'm back to the whole point of how I'm going to do my reties. I have a bush underneath here. Like, my hair grew. It grew. But my roots are very bushy. You can probably see some of the bush. And I have so much loose hair, you guys, that I'm really, really thinking about letting someone gather those hairs for me. Finding someone. I went on Facebook and I went on the internet looking for shops, people specifically who know who also do interlocking. So I'm gonna check at least 2 of them out, and do a consultation, or however it is that they do it with when you're new to them, and see if they can help me get these loose hairs together, because it's a lot. It's overwhelming to me, and I think if they can get that going for me, and then I get back on a schedule of retying my hair and doing it, when it needs to be done. And I'm talking about retying myself. And, so then the loose hairs won't be so out of control like they are now. Because I stopped going to the previous lady, and I haven't had a retie since, until my sister-in-law combined my locks and kind of retied or twisted my roots in the process. But now, those loose hairs need to be addressed. So that's what I'm looking at. And as usual, I will keep you posted on how that goes. I hope you guys have been well. I hope I got hot sauce on my turkey. I hope everybody's been safe and good and healthy. Hey to all my subscribers, new and old. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what you think. Do you think I made a good decision taking down my combined locks? I'm okay with it. I really am. Because I really thought about it and I really sat with it. I lived with it. And I finally came to the conclusion really this week that I'm going to take down the combined locks and go back to this because, yeah, I missed it. But have you ever like changed your mind with your locks? You know, combining them, not combining them? Have you colored your hair and then decided I don't like this and then did something else? Like, hit me up and let me know your experiences when it comes to changing your mind. I'm usually a pretty certain person. Like, I make decisions, I stick with them. I'm not normally wishy-washy, but I kind of became that way when I got locks. But I still think it's okay because you got to go through that journey to figure out what you like, what you don't like, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. I thought I wanted these big locks, thicker locks, but it just turned out it wasn't for me. It's not for me right now. You know what I mean? And like I said, losing the length, it did bother me. It bothered me more than I thought it would. And losing the volume of my hair, that also bothered me too. So back to this. Yeah, my hair grew. Show you the back. And yeah. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.